Hey guys, we have not filmed anything in like 2 years. We're in a different state, different brand new home. Today this has been a day project to unearth our French drain gravel. Our finish grader, we told them it was okay to finish grade up to the house, and then we regretted that. So my husband's using a flat shovel, this trusty tractor, and we're uncovering the gravel and then putting clean gravel on. So looks like this over here. And then we're going to get this edging that I think it's metal, but it patinas over time, and we'll edge all of this and make this tidy. But this has been a full day. Actually, we started yesterday digging up all the old dirt, and then we got a load of clean 57, and that's what we're putting down. And then that way we can easily, if the gutters overflow or something happens, there's leaks. You know, we've had a ton of mud splash up onto our concrete and before we had gutters. So we went forever without gutters. I think we got gutters in December, and the house had already been up for 12 months at that point. So there's a lot of just mud and dirt and whatever. So we're going to clean all of the cement. We're actually going to paint it to match the house. But we definitely wanted gravel around. It's also easier to apply pest control on the gravel than having, gravel or having dirt and grass right up against your house. So that is our update. More to come.
All right, so we got the edge right in. Came in these nice boxes. 14 of them I ordered. These are 20 feet a piece in these boxes. We'll see how far it gets us. I'm pretty sure I ordered enough to make it all the way around. My plan is to measure out exactly 2 feet, which I pretty much already did with the gravel, and then I'll run a string line across there in order to keep this thing dead nuts. Bullshit ass fucking string came off. Alright, so I got my string laid out exactly 2 feet off the block all the way down. See down here, I got a little ambitious with the rock. Put it out a little further than needed. And I just went to the edge there where it's going to start to bend. And I'm going to measure the 2 feet and make a nice radius around that. Supposedly you can bend it perfectly according to edge right. Then according to the instructions, you put it down and use a 2x4 and just beat the shit out of it. Alright, this stuff actually looks pretty sweet. It's really nice quality. I'll say that. You can see they probably put it on a table, laser cut it, wet jetted or whatever. Let's give it a whirl, see if it'll go in. I have extremely rocky soil here. I'm going to try to put this right on the line. Weeds are already coming up. Take but 2 seconds. This bullshit ass rock out of my way. I can already tell this is going to be a massive pain. Let's see. That didn't work worth a fuck. Alright, remember I said it was some rocky ground around here? Well, I put this piece in down here and it would not go in plumb. So I dug that huge rock out of there. I mean, it's baseball size, but it was right there in that hole. And I beat it into place, the edging, and it folded one of the teeth up. I just put it on the 2x4, folded it back down. Now I got it in there nice and straight. You can see right along the line there. Just using a piece of 2x and putting it in. I'll show you how I'm doing it. It took me a minute to get in a little rhythm, but they use a short piece on the video on the internet. I use this longer piece. Line it up on my string line. As best I can. I probably should have done like 2 feet and like 4 inches or something just to get away from the gravel. That down there is going to be a pain. The gravel makes it a pain. If you're just doing this in dirt, it's going to be super easy. Put it right on the line. I just kind of set it in place. And man, if you don't keep pressure kind of both directions, it wants to pound it in at an angle. So what I do is I put this longer board right in the middle, and I'll just kind of keep this thing plumb with my knee, and then beat her into submission. Just keep beating it in. This one does not want to go in. I'm hitting it right in the middle, and then from there I move out, make small adjustments. I'm kind of pushing towards the house with the wood, and that keeps it from wanting to lay over towards me. If you're in a perfect situation out in the middle of your yard, everything is perfect. The ground has no rocks. It's all sandy and nice. Perhaps you're in Florida. This will be super easy and you'll be able to knock it in 2 seconds. If you're in West Virginia, where the soil is rocky and you have to do it in the spring, that's why it doesn't look nice out here, because in the summertime we have a lot of clay and this will become concrete, all this dirt, and then you will fold that in half trying to put it in. It seems to be going in fairly quick. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes a piece, trying to get it right on the line. If you're not trying to get it perfect line and do bends and crap like that, it'll probably go really fast for you. But it looks really nice. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's patinas. After I pound a piece in, what I do is I'll come back here and look and try to make sure that I didn't raise up or lower any of the pieces. And then the splicing pieces just beat right in on top of that gap. I guess you really don't have to be as close as I thought. I thought you needed to put it like very, very close. But you can see on this one I have, I don't know, what is that, a 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch gap? And I think that will be okay, because these splice pieces, a couple inches wide, and they just slip on. I just put them in like that and beat those in. All right, we're back. It's the next day. It's less windy today. Yesterday it was so windy. I only made it around the corner there. I'll show you. So it does go in pretty easy for the most part. Like I said, I was doing, we put the board in the middle and just beat it down in the middle, and then go left and right, left and right, left and right. Try to go evenly as possible. It's kind of a pain here in the rocks, but I'll show you what I've done so far. I've already backfilled that with clean 57. It looks really nice. She's over there picking up the stuff that somebody spilled. We'll have to pick up each and every single one of those rocks. This one I folded over a tooth on it because I got that humongous rock out of there. Had to backfill this here with some dirt so that it brought it up even. This is where the water ran off. Before we had gutters, it would come off of that right there and come down and just destroy this area. So backfilled that, filled this in with clean. This corner turned out pretty decent. Just bent the radius into it, filled this in, made this corner here straight across, and then you can see right here. I made it to this part yesterday, and then my hammer broke. The end of my hammer flew off when I was beating that last piece in. Got my string line laid out already. I'll probably have to backfill this a little bit right here with some dirt, just so it looks nicer. You can see how it looks deeper there than over here. I got the 6-inch edging. They said that that's not the best edging for uneven ground. As you can see, it kind of looks weird whenever it's super high and then super low, but it is what it is. I think it looks freaking sweet still. I got it as straight as I could there. Some of them have like a bow to them, and I think it's just because of the rocky ground. There's probably a big rock in there and it caused it to bow. But it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. What are you thinking?
I think it looks amazing.
I think it does too.
So much better than dirt.
Oh man, once we get actual grass growing.
Yes.
So that's her deal today. Is I'm gonna hook up the drag to the four-wheeler. She's gonna drag the yard. By yard I mean dirt. She's gonna hook up I'm gonna hook up the drag for her, and she'll drag this. I'll agitate the dirt, and then her next deal is gonna be picking up all these rocks. It's super rocky here. I remember you said that the hydro seeders, they're like, is it rocky there? And you were like, no. No, it's not rocky at all. Look at all these stinking rocks. They're everywhere. And the drag, I just got from Tractor Supply. It will agitate all that and pull them rocks up, and then we'll pull the tractor around. She'll throw them all in a bucket, and we'll probably chuck them in the creek. And then after that, I'll throw down some lime, and then a week or so, I'll check the soil temperature. When it hits about 40 degrees, I'll throw down some fertilizer and seed. And then hopefully in 2 weeks we have little hairs coming up out of there. There's the orange boy, shoulder deep. Yesterday he caught two. It was either mice or moles. One of them looked like a mouse, one looked like a mole. He just goes over there and he digs shoulder deep. And he will not come to you. When he finds something, he'll just sit there like a weirdo. I was putting in these pieces in the middle there, the little coupler pieces. I think she about ran us over here. So let me see if I can get a good angle on. I'm gonna try to do this. Instead of doing they sell 90. Put a radius that one. Cut a radius. I'll see how far it goes. I'll have to cut one, and I'll do that. That'll be the very last thing I do with the extra piece, because I don't want to cut it now and then be short somewhere. So that'll be the last piece I do. Pretty sure that it's right at 2 feet. Be a pretty sharp one, I guess. Hopefully she doesn't drive it in the driveway. That's how you get it. Super deep there in order to make this even come in. This is 2 teeth. What do you think? I'll bend this on the vise. Look at this. Bent on the vise. Works perfect. So if you're trying to make little baby bends, if you have a vise, bench vise, put the thing in there. Right up. Perfect. Why?
I got entangled in the fence back there.
Well, untangle it.
I don't think you can lift it.
I can't do everything.
Can't do everything.
I'll just backfill this with some dirt.
Yeah, this is so low.
Dirt.
Yeah, I got a little close to that edging back there.
I'm gonna go back here. She said she got entangled in the fence. Uh-oh. This looks pretty good. Yeah.
I knew it was just a matter of time before I'm done. This isn't like, I don't understand how to lift this. I don't think you can.
Lift what?
You can't just lift this. When I go to move these over, only that moves, not the rest of them.
Oh, you just got too close.
Yeah.
Watch out. You just gotta pick it up.
And then it'll work its way out again.
It's like a fabric.
Got it. Yeah, I knew I was gonna do something dumb. And then I tried to reverse. Can't reverse it.
That probably didn't work out well for you.
No, it didn't. Okay.
It was only a matter of time before she ran into something. Better pull this fence post out. She'll freaking run right into that. Knock it clean over. set it over here. That was just a marker for where we're building the chain link fence to. The ghetto fence, the one that's janky back there, that'll come down, chuck that in the creek. My bad, I should have shown that. But I just stick that over my knee, just kind of fold it a little bit at a time. And it rolls right around. I'm gonna roll. The next one I'll roll it. I'll roll this one just a touch more so it goes in line with that post there, this little stake. And then as soon as it comes in just a little bit more, then the next one will line up perfect. Perfect in line. Look at that. Came out pretty nice. This is nice stuff. All right, yesterday and the day before, I was putting down the edging. I got almost probably 95% of it done. Went all the way around. Some of it was a pain in the butt, like this around that drain pipe there was kind of a pain. It's super easy if it's just straight runs, no rocks. I had to pull this out here a little bit so that that door will clear. I ended it right there underneath that janky ramp. So once we get this all flattened out here and the new fence up, that will be opened up so I can finish that over there. I made it over there to the other side and terminated right by that garage door over there. So now it's down to backfilling the 57, and it'll be done. There's a few spots where I need to add dirt up next to it. You can see there. Gotta backfill some dirt up there. There's a spot up front where I need to backfill dirt just for where the ground wasn't level right there, some more. There I need to backfill a bunch of dirt and rock, and then I gotta cut that piece. But today, I'm gonna lime the yard, or the dirt, and then I don't know if you can tell, but right there is a high spot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get up all this straw and scrape that with the blade and try to level that out a little bit. Then it'll be lime spreading time.